Hey guys, how's it going? This is Comic vs. Movies podcast, and today we're going to be doing an episode on all of the Marvel news that has just been released. By the way, it's Amir. I'm back. I'm not dead, as Kyle thought earlier.
Amir.
We're just telling him that, but he's actually still dead.
Amir was kidnapped by ISIS, and he is now back. Marvel awoken him, and they were like, "You need to be here for this."
Yeah, I saw the news, and I ran.
Is ISIS still a thing?
Alright, we're already off topic. Yeah, this is going to be a bad episode. Anyways, so if you guys don't know, there has been a lot of Marvel news that just came out. We now know that there's going to be an Infinity War movie. Actually, there's going to be two. And there's also going to be a Black Panther movie. And am I missing anything else?
You're missing everything else.
You're missing everything.
This news is really new to me because I just got home from school and you guys are like, "Hey guys, Marvel, Thanos, Infinity Gauntlet,
Avengers."
Yeah. Anyway, go on. Mitch or Kyle, you guys know the most about this.
Okay. So it started off 2017. This may or may not be in order. Okay, forgive me.
Oh, damn it, Kyle.
Doctor Strange coming out November 2016. Okay, I'm gonna say the dates now. And then I'll get to them in a minute. And then we'll elaborate in a minute. Okay, so 2016, we got Doctor Strange. Benedict Cumberbatch may or may not be playing him.
Yeah, I believe it's being confirmed that he's not, which is kind of upsetting, because whatever. Anyways,
he's not confirmed he's not. He's in talks, but he's not confirmed he is.
Okay.
Oh, okay. If he's
earlier in 2016, we got Captain America 3 Civil War, which will feature Black Panther. Panther played by Mitch, give me his name.
Anthony Broadwick.
Chadwick Boseman. Boseman?
Wait a minute.
Boseman.
I know that name.
Chadwick Boseman.
He was in 42.
He's the guy from 42.
He was in 42 in the Jackie Robinson story, and he was in that new singing movie.
Okay, and by the way, my prediction for the end credit scene in Avengers Age of Ultron, Black Panther's gonna show up. Because you guys saw who Andy Serkis is playing. That's one of Black Panther's. Yeah, that's one of Black Panther's.
I hope Claw actually might be featured in a Daredevil.
Yeah,
doesn't make any sense. He's not even a Daredevil villain.
He is in the new run. He is for like one issue in the new run. Well, not the new run.
For 1 second.
Yeah, but he was cool.
Well,
he's made out of sound, and he's like.
That's too expensive for Daredevil. That's not gonna happen.
Okay, whatever. That's what I'm saying. Early in the year, we got Civil War. Yep. Okay. Next, in 2017, we got Thor Ragnarok, which we all pretty much assumed was gonna happen. Then we got November. What is that? 5th or 3rd or 2nd? November 2017, Black Panther. And then in 2018, we got Inhumans 2. Inhumans. In 2017, we got Guardians 2. My bad. May 5th, Guardians 2. Yeah, okay.
That doesn't come out in 2017.
Kyle, you officially suck at reading.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm my left brain is dead. Sorry.
You know what?
He was born on a farm. Where did you learn to read? On a farm?
I'm gonna show you something beautiful. People screaming because this is really awesome news, honestly.
People screaming
Puppets
Kyle
tangled in string.
May 18, 19, and 2019. Avengers.
What's that?
Avengers Infinity War. Part 1.
Oh, do you have to get so
2018.
close? Hurts my eyes.
May 2019.
I can just see Kyle. I can literally see Kyle's head just getting closer to the mic every time he announces that there's gonna be a movie. So like, it starts off
every time I say the word Marvel. My body just moves.
No, honestly, it starts off from here and then
it's just like
way here.
You know what? Marvel. It starts out from here and then goes to hey there.
All right, okay. Let's just start talking here, okay? So,
what's the first movie that is
the next one coming out, I believe, is Captain America 3.
And what is your opinions on that? This is old news to me because I heard about this news a while ago.
As you said, Mitchell, we talked earlier how they said it's gonna be loosely based, which I hope because
it's loosely based. It's loosely based off Civil War. Just because they don't own the characters. Like Spider-Man was a huge part of that, which they don't own.
I feel like if they tried to do it like exactly like it was in the comic without the characters, they would just kind of like mess
It would
up
be too
with.
big. It's too
Yeah.
big. It's like if you're gonna go Thanos with the next
If you're
Avengers.
gonna go full on Civil War, just make it an Avengers movie.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
if you're doing it like this, all right. Cool.
Honestly, it pisses me off that they say they're gonna do Civil War, and this is my own opinion. They say that they're gonna do Civil War, and then they're like, okay, well, it won't be like the comic books. And here's what I have to say about that. If you're gonna do Civil War, I feel bad for saying this because I know Marvel can't get the rights to a lot of the characters they want in the Civil War. But if you're gonna do Civil War, it needs to be Civil War. Civil War is by far one of the most well-known I have a phone call. Damn it. Anyway, it's one of the most well-known Marvel comic lines that they've made. And can someone start or take this opinion because I have to pick up the phone. Be right back.
I will,
Black Panther.
and I will interject by saying that is stupid. I think that just me personally, I prefer change. I think if you want to read the comic, read the fucking comic. I think if you're one of those people who's like, it's not like this, so I hate it. I must not watch it. I think it's the worst thing ever. I think that's a really like. I think you're kind of like you're kind of like forcing your opinion into a corner.
Yeah.
Um,
like if it was exactly like the
And you-
comics,
Yeah.
I don't know.
You couldn't do it. You couldn't do
No.
it. Civil War changed the Marvel universe completely. You know, and then you're gonna do Thanos after it. I mean, I'm fine with that. I mean, there's a rumor going around that Bucky will be replacing
just hope-
Spider-Man.
See, that's what that's what I don't like. I mean, I don't want them to try and fill in the gaps of the story to try and make it work like it did in the comic. If you want to do it the way you want it, just do it. I don't really care. I don't care much about Civil War. Yeah, it's cool.
It's just a title. We have to remember that titles are put on not for us; they're to market the movie.
Like, honestly,
Civil
I'm
War's
more
a
excited-
catchy title.
I'm more excited that it's Captain America movie more than it's a Civil War movie.
By the
Or it
way,
could have
this
been Iron Man 4.
officially confirms that the Captain America movies are the coolest Marvel movies ever.
Well, we don't know that yet. I mean, the
If this
three
movie's amazing, then
Solo
yeah.
trilogy.
Bye bye Iron Man, bye bye Thor, bye bye if they make a Hulk series. Because
That's not
no one's
happening.
gonna care.
Kevin Feige did say, I didn't mention this earlier, but he said that Black Widow and Hulk will not get solo movies. They're strictly Avengers characters.
Which
Uh,
kind of sucks.
I'm
Yeah.
honestly fine with that.
I don't know.
I'm fine with that. Hulk has been proven that he is a great character, and Marvel knows this. But people just go to see Hulk, and when they don't see Hulk enough, they get disappointed. And to put Hulk on screen all the time is very expensive. And not to mention Black Widow. How'd you do Black Widow? She doesn't really have any interest in villains.
You could put Hawkeye in there and do some sort of prequel with what's that? What starts with B?
No one,
Yes.
Oh, Budapest?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Budapest.
Yeah, that was funny.
no one would care
I would-
about a prequel. No one would watch that.
Oh,
No,
they would.
You could do a really cool miniseries with that, though.
Mm-hmm.
You never know.
One shot.
Yeah. One shot. That'd be great.
Yeah.
So we talked about that. Okay, next up, what is it? I think next is Guardians 2.
Doctor Strange.
Oh yeah, Doctor Strange. So I
Yeah.
I got excited yesterday because Benedict Cumberbatch was confirmed, but now
It's not
now
confirmed. Kevin Feige said no.
Yeah.
Now he could be lying. You know, they lie to us a lot, which I'm fine with because you know it's a movie company. They don't really give a shit about us.
but this kind
But-
of gives me hope because I really wanted Joaquin Phoenix.
Yeah.
It's either
yeah,
it's either Joaquin Phoenix or Benedict Cumberbatch. I know that for sure.
I really hope.
Nobody
I
really
hope
else.
they
Is,
don't pull a DC and like cast someone like Jesse Eisenberg.
I doubt that.
We haven't seen
I
the
don't
movie
mean
yet,
they'll like
so-
actually cast Jesse Eisenberg. I just hope they don't pull like they cast some actor.
Well,
that
they
no
don't.
one
Well,
knows.
we always know. We always know who's in talks.
I also
um,
didn't mind Jared Leto. I think he could have been good too.
Jared Leto could be good, and he's
Yeah.
He got thrown out the window a long time ago. Nobody is not talking about him anymore.
yeah. But think about it, if Benedict Cumberbatch doesn't like, if they don't sign him on for whatever reason, Marvel listens to their fans, and if people want Jared Leto, they're gonna get Jared Leto.
Well, not always the case. I mean,
Well, I mean, they're
Joaquin-
actually gonna get him, but like they have a good
Joaquin
chance.
Phoenix,
They're
like
just
he
gonna-
was really interested in the
They're
roles,
just
but
going
he's
to purchase Jared Leto. Like, can
Use
you
I think-
be Doctor Strange now?
I think a lot of people don't understand is that, you know, these actors don't, you know, like how you get these actors that are in talks and are like final, and they sometimes they pull out is because they have to dedicate like 10 years of their life to this character. You know, six movie contract's 10 years. That's a long time. And I think that's why Joaquin Phoenix is very hesitant because you know that kind of can squander.
He's just getting back into the mainstream again too. Even though it would help him get back, but then he'd be kind of stuck there.
Yeah, if he wanted to do anything else, he'd be like, "Oh, sorry, I can't."
But
that's not true. I mean, Chris Hemsworth.
Actors always say no, but honestly, money talks, and if we've heard Marvel being cheap and stuff with their actors, but honestly, if they really want Joaquin Phoenix, they're gonna get Joaquin Phoenix.
Like they do that with Robert Downey Jr.
Robert Downey Jr. gets $50 million.
With their actors is wrong. They paid $15 million to have Robert Downey Jr. in Iron Man 3. I don't care if he was Iron Man originally.
Yeah,
they paid $15 million.
Think about all the actors who have wanted more money. And
then Chris Evans. Chris Evans, I think if Chris Evans was offered more money, he would do all these movies in a heartbeat. Because he gets a really low pay. I think he gets the lowest out of all of them. Chris Hemsworth is just above him. So yeah.
Which is weird because the Captain America movies.
Honestly, I think Thor has the worst standalone movies.
Yeah,
I mean, good, but there's nothing like they're not memorable. I mean, the first Captain America, it was different. I love
the first Avenger.
And the first Thor, that was meh, but like it was still worth like watching. But Captain America: The Winter Soldier was a new sort of movie for Marvel. It wasn't this typical stuff that you would.
One of a kind.
Yeah.
I think that brings up the question though. It's like Thor is a really hard character to pull off. He's very, very stupid. Well, not stupid as in his personality. He's a very ridiculous character. You know, he's a Norse god. You know, that's kind of hard to pull off in a movie. I think they do it well for what they have. I know they're not the best.
I think they should just try and have fun with Thor, like.
But you know they're doing
Ragnarok. Guardians of the Galaxy, and then you can for sure pull up Thor. Like, don't go all dark and stuff like they tried to do with the Dark World. Just have fun with him.
Well, I don't think you can do that when you're doing Ragnarok because Ragnarok is just misery.
I've never actually seen anything with the Ragnarok.
Well, Ragnarok isn't a person. It means the end of all things.
Oh, okay.
That's what it means.
The name for the series.
Then it basically means shit's going down.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
I have a feeling they might change the name Ragnarok.
No, I don't think they will. Ragnarok's a very recognizable name.
No, I mean like for a selling point.
Nah, I don't see that happening. Maybe in a different country, but.
Like,
well,
example, Edge of Tomorrow, originally titled "All You Need Is Kill."
Well, that movie changed titles 3 times, and because for some weird ass reason, I don't think they're going to change it. Marvel don't change their titles. They never have.
Okay, whatever. That's not really important. Let's get to Ragnarok in a minute. So next is, I believe, Guardians 2.
Okay.
And what's your opinions on that?
We've talked about Guardians 2 so much on this podcast already. Do you guys want to just kind of...
a sentence or two from everyone, then that's it, okay?
I think it will be kind of the most leading into Avengers 3.
Yeah.
Personally.
Yeah, I'll start. Okay. I'll go second. Personally, I think it's going to be great, and I think it's great that they're going to set a sequel. Not too fast, but not too long. I have high hopes for it. That's about it. What about you, Mitch?
It's not fast-tracked. I think I'm really looking forward to it. I mean, the first one is just amazing, and I think since James Gunn is they've moved it, I think James Gunn's really happy with it, and I think he'll take his time with it.
Yeah, definitely.
I just like to say something. I know I know a little bit. We're jumping a little bit, but you notice that Phase 3 is very, very cosmic.
Yeah, I love that. Cosmic. Especially with Captain Marvel.
But yeah, I mean, we don't really have much to say about it. I mean, there's not really been any news revealed apart from the date change.
Anything you can say about this, we've already said in earlier episodes.
But
yeah, apart from the date changing.
Here's my controversial opinion about all this. I'm personally not excited, not as excited for these movies as I am for Avengers 2. And I'll tell you why.
It's so far away.
I personally see Ultron as, not a better villain, as more of an exciting villain than Thanos. Now, hear me out when I say this. Not that I don't think Thanos is more powerful or Thanos is more menacing, because he is. In the comics, he wiped out half the life in the universe.
Yep.
But what I like about Ultron
actually.
is that he's not a living being. He's an actual android.
He doesn't care. He doesn't have an emotion. He doesn't have emotions. See, the thing
You know
with
what?
Ultron
I'm right on that.
Even
I'm right on that
Thanos.
train. Yeah.
Even Thanos is in love with death, basically. That's why he does it. Ultron literally does it because he thinks it's right, and he thinks...
That's
He
what I was
does
going to
it
say.
to like make proof.
That's what I was about to say. It's like Ultron's always been, you know, Ultron's technically he's doing the right thing. You know, he's programmed to protect the world. What we do, and we're destroying the world. So he's a choice to destroy us.
Why do people love the Joker so much? It's because, think about it in The Dark Knight. That portrayal of the Joker was loved so much because he even says it in the movies. He doesn't want money. He doesn't want that. He just wants to see the world burn. Thanos really wants to get with death, basically. But Ultron has a better vision, and Ultron has a better motive, and that's why, personally, I'm more excited.
I feel like, well, Thanos, before I say anything more, Thanos is my favorite villain of all time. I've told you guys this many times. Like, I feel like it's not just death driving. I feel like it's just like he's thirsty for power.
He doesn't want power. Well, Thanos is... I mean, nobody really knows what would happen if Thanos did, succeed in killing everything, because that's what he wants to do. Not to mention, it's a question is if death is real. It's like we don't really know if it is psyche.
No, death is real. I feel death is real because she's been in other comics.
Yeah, she has, but it's his. I mean, death doesn't really want everyone to die instantly. I mean, that's not how it works. Just wants to kill everything. That's why they call him the Mad Titan. And I think Ultron, what Ultron does is like, he's very different from any other villain we've had in the Marvel movies.
I think Ultron is going to be the new Heath Ledger Joker. Everyone's going to have shirts with no string. It says no strings. Yeah. Everyone's going to be saying all of his quotes constantly.
Yeah, definitely.
They're going to run the memes into the ground.
What I love about Ultron is he just doesn't care. It's like we finally have a villain that doesn't have a ridiculous motive. He just wants to kill everyone, and and he doesn't care. He doesn't feel. He's just doing what he's programmed to do.
Here's an interesting question: who do you think is more menacing?
Ultron.
Yeah.
The idea of having a robot take over the world is much more menacing than having an alien take over the world.
I feel like.
I think we haven't seen enough of Thanos to really judge
Thanos has a more menacing plan and a more menacing mean to him. But
I think Thanos is more dangerous.
Guys, think about it this way: we've had nearly the same amount of footage. Actually, no, maybe not nearly, but like we've had close to the same amount of footage as Ultron and Thanos. Maybe give or take like a minute-ish. But
Ultron's had more.
Huh? No, Thanos has. Remember, he had a scene in the Avengers and Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh, true.
Oh, yeah.
But with what I've seen from Thanos and Ultron, even in the short amount of time I've seen Ultron, I'm more excited for Ultron.
Yeah.
He looks more menacing. He looks like he's gonna be more of a problem. I'm
not gonna lie. I'm not the biggest fan of how Thanos looks in the.
I don't think he is gonna be the biggest menace. But man, he looks scary.
Yeah.
I think, but like I said, it's like I don't think we really know Thanos too much to really like judge him. I think by around Captain Marvel, I think everything will come a bit more full circle, and we'll really dive into that character. Considering it is two parts, I think he is the big. Whether it's menacing or not, Thanos is the biggest villain of this franchise.
Yeah, that's what it's all been leading up to.
Yeah, and he's gonna wreck some shit.
Mm-hmm. Definitely, yeah. Okay, here's something that I was thinking of. In a way, a reason why Ultron would be more menacing also is, I'm not sure if you guys have seen the Earth's Mightiest Heroes episode with Ultron. He just looks scary, just because of how still he is, and his mouth doesn't move. Like most of the movie
doesn't change.
Yeah, and that's what I kind of don't like about the movie, because his mouth changed, and I found it more menacing when he was still.
I'm so tired of people saying that. I am so tired of people saying, "Oh my God, he looks like shit because his mouth moves." Who gives a shit?
No. Like I'm not saying that. Oh, the movie's gonna be ruined because of this. I'm fine with it. It's just he would be more menacing if the mouth didn't.
So
move. But
basically,
you know what?
it's like the
That would be
Thanos.
so like weird if he did have that. Like he's gonna be speaking, and his mouth is just gonna be open. Yeah, and it works in a cartoon because what do you expect? It's a cartoon,
Well,
but in a
we do have
live
to
action
remember.
$1 million budget movie.
Remember,
It's true.
we
I
do
see
have
what
to
you're saying there,
remember
but
that
I don't
there's
know.
3 evolutions of him.
Yeah.
The second evolution is basically the classic Ultron with the open mouth. The first one's the shitty one.
Oh,
But
look at the
the,
trailer. In the beginning, this
the beginning's not bad.
Stop. We need to
I'm
figure
getting
out
some feedback.
what's
Yeah.
happening.
Can hear my own voice.
Hello?
yeah, I could hear myself for a second there.
Amir?
Hello, hello. Amir, you there?
Alright, let's just go on.
Can you hear me?
Okay, just continue.
Hello?
Yeah.
Okay.
We can hear you.
Your Facebook message.
Just continue, guys. Just go ahead.
Kyle.
I forgot what I was saying.
Guys, we need
Let's
to
just go to the next topic.
guys, we need to wrap this up in like the next couple of minutes because I gotta go.
Okay.
Yeah.
What else have we not?
I'll just cut next.
Oh, here's what we're gonna do. Do a part 1, then do part 2 tomorrow.
No, let's just run it through really quick because I'm way too busy this week.
Okay.
So am I.
Alright, so I'll go next.
Alright, so next we're gonna be talking about the Black Panther movie, and personally I don't know too much about this, but I know one of 2 of you do. So, what's your opinions?
Pretty sick. I want to know who the villain is, and I want to know
Claw. It's
if
gonna.
T'Challa
Yeah.
is gonna be in it. Or
It's
T'Challa.
here's my spiel. I think there's going to be flashbacks with T'Chaka because that's a very important part of Black Panther
with T'Chaka and Steve.
the past. And yeah, I something to do with Peggy Carter, considering that they do have vibranium, and where did they get it from? The villain. I would hope they would save Claw for later, and maybe is it the grey ape or is it the white ape? Remember, in Earth's Mightiest Heroes.
I think it's gray.
I saw a theory on IGN, and they said, how about if you see in the trailer, Avengers 2 trailer, that his shield is broken? What about if they go to Wakanda and find vibranium? Because remember, like, she says that it's made out of vibranium.
Didn't they already announce, though, that Ultron's made out of vibranium in the movies?
Is he made out of vibranium? I thought he was.
Well, you know that scene where like his hand
In the
is
comics,
moving.
he's adamantium, but I think
Yeah, he's adamant. Actually, no, he starts off fine, but he upgrades himself to adamantium.
Well, he's adamantium in the comics. He's vibranium in Age of Ultron because they don't own the rights to adamantium.
I think that's smart, though.
I think it's smart on their part.
Yeah.
And not to mention, it's like people are speculating that Claw gives him the vibranium, Ultron the vibranium for a purpose, and when you see the hands sticking into like the molten hot.
Yeah, that's
himself.
him molding the vibranium onto himself.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good theory.
I hope that Black Panther, they really do go like full African. I don't really want to see him in a city. I want to see him like with the tribes and stuff like that, like in this home country.
Like being king.
If you guys don't know much about Black Panther, I recommend you go watch Avengers, Ultimate Avengers 2.
Oh my god, I love that portrayal of Black Panther.
Yeah.
Or just watch Earth's Mightiest Heroes because that's a lot better than any of those things. But I'm excited. I mean, we don't know too much. We do know that Chadwick Boseman is Black Panther, and I think
I'm happy with that.
Yep.
That's either him or was it John Boyega, the young man who's in Star Wars. But I'm glad with this casting. He's been in the rumor mill for a very long time. So yeah, I'm excited.
Yep. Well said.
All right.
Yep.
Inhumans.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. Let me go Captain Marvel.
Yeah, I'm saving Captain Marvel for that. I think I might be most excited for that.
All right, guys. I have to go, but it was good to finally be on back on the show, and we're probably gonna do another video in the next week or so. So, yeah.
I think we still need to do some stuff on TV.
All right. See you.
See you.
Yeah. So you see, have a good one, man.
All right. So
So
obviously the big question is Vin Diesel. No. Yes.
I think he is because he's been
what are we
trolling
talking
us.
about?
Inhumans. We're talking about Inhumans now.
Oh,
Finally.
I think they will. I think they will. I think.
And I don't think you guys know too much about Inhumans. Are you familiar with them?
I know some stuff about Black Bolt, and like I know a lot of the members, but other than that, I don't.
So I think Vin Diesel will be Black Bolt, considering Black Bolt doesn't talk, and Vin Diesel does look a lot like him. And remember, Vin Diesel did
And
see
like
his play.
if he does
characters
ever
did see
speak or
that.
whisper, at least, Vin Diesel's got us.
You could just change. We have to remember that Groot does sound a lot different than Vin Diesel.
Yeah.
You know, whether he does sound like Vin Diesel, but they do change a lot.
I hope they put Lockjaw in it.
Lockjaw's going to be in it, and I think Medusa's going to be in it for sure. Black Bolt, definitely, he's the leader. I don't know the other roster. I don't know any of it's reversible.
Jay Lee or Lee J or.
I'm not sure. I'm going to be honest with you that I only care about those three members: Medusa, Black Bolt, and Lockjaw. So.
Lockjaw's not in it. We run.
And not to mention, it is the last film before we go into part 2 of Infinity War.
Yeah. I think they're gonna have they're probably gonna have some kind of lead up, and I think this is where Inhumans may get their part in the Avengers 2 part 2. Avengers 3 part 2.
Well, we'll see. Kevin Feige said that Infinity War is the culmination of everything that's been building up since 2008. I promise you that you will see a scene with every hero standing next to each other. I promise you that.
Yeah, that's gonna happen.
And that will be the day that I become a man.
So
yeah,
what
that's
if you're like 45 then?
Yes.
I have 4 children, but I'm still not a man.
Yeah.
I still have a baby face, and I'm living in
that movie, voice comes out deep, is covered in hair.
It just comes out.
feet
Where
taller.
did all this come from? Someone yells Sasquatch.
Everybody's what happened? Oh, Marvel happened. Marvel.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know anything else to say about it. I mean, we don't really know too much. We just know what's happening now.
One of these that I'm really excited for, which is Captain Marvel. And before we start, I just want to get my little theory out there. The logo for the movie that came out is the exact same literally the exact same logo from the Marvel Now series, which has Carol Danvers. So I think it's going to be Carol Danvers.
Yeah.
That's been confirmed as Carol Danvers.
I'm right.
I mean, I don't think they would have gone with anyone else. I mean, they could have gone with the male, but Carol Danvers is the most noticeable hero. Captain Marvel. And I'm glad that they're doing a female movie because Marvel and DC have been slacking on that.
I hope they get I hope she has a colorful costume. I'm gonna put that up.
Yeah.
She will. She will.
If it's like, even if it's like red, like yellow, and then like black, no, it has to be red, yellow, dark blue. Like,
yeah.
I don't want a speck of black or gray on this costume. Okay, maybe a little.
Well, there might be a little black.
Just a little.
But yeah, I'm happy that we're getting a female movie. It's been a long time coming, and I'd rather have a Captain Marvel movie than a Black Widow movie because I find Captain Marvel more interesting.
You can do a lot more with Captain Marvel.
Yeah, and especially you can introduce the Nova Corps, I suppose, with it, but because she has.
You could actually start off a lot of. You could branch off a lot from Captain Marvel.
Isn't she part Kree? Or she is Kree.
Yes, yeah. I heard something about that. Yeah.
So, you could use it.
I didn't even think about that you make me even more excited now.
You could have more references to the Kree Empire, and is it the Kree Sentient Mind? I can't remember what it's called. You could have that. Yeah, I'm excited. Really to see where it goes though. See casting or something.
Alright, so you guys want to talk about the big elephant in the room?
Avengers Part 2.
Avengers Infinity War.
Okay, cut that out. The Avengers Infinity War Part 1 and 2.
Avengers Infinity War Part 1, Part 2. My room is white.
We finally, Thanos is finally going to get the gauntlet, and he's going to fuck
this movie
everything
might
up.
actually be like everything I've ever wanted.
It's a 2-part, and these 2 parts are going to be like 2 hours long at least.
I can as long as I die after I see this movie, I'm fine.
Yeah, and that I'm really happy that they're not going to go Avengers 3 and 4 with Civil War. I'm really happy about that. I think going Civil War with those movies was a stupid idea.
What I hope is that Part 1 and Part 2 aren't kind of separate-ish. Part 1 would be more cosmic, and the second part would be more them meeting. I hope
I actually think
one long movie.
I think the first part is going to be more earthly, and then the second part is going to be a bit more cosmic because the Avengers are going to have to get to Thanos somehow because he's going to come to Earth or he's going to bring them to him.
I think he's going to come to Earth. I have a feeling.
Well, he has the gauntlet, so he could just teleport them to wherever he wants them to go.
Honestly, I think them coming to him would be cooler. It would just look better. Imagine that in space. Or on a
Well, I don't know how they would
battle.
get there. I mean, maybe the Guardians would take them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be so sick. I hope the first one ends with sort of a cliffhanger, Desolation of Smog. And then it just goes right away at the beginning of the second one, just right away, right into it.
Yeah, I think that's what's going to happen.
Because then if you marathon it, both Blu-rays at once, it's the most perfect thing.
Yeah. Imagine if it's they stop at a certain point. Okay, let's say Thanos is about to destroy a building or something. It stops. First movie. Second movie, it's right when that building collapses or something like that. It's literally they went pause, play.
Not to mention, guys.
Not that hardcore, but I mean
that I don't. Nobody will ever do that. But
this is the largest phase we have ever had. I mean, how many movies is that?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 movies in one phase. That's crazy.
This is 3 Marvel movies every year.
Yeah. Yep.
There's a point where there's 3, I believe.
I'm going to have no money from next year. Well, basically the end of this year, until 2020.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to be 17 when Avengers comes out, Avengers 3. Then I'll be 18. I'll be an official adult in Canada when Part 2 comes out.
Now, is it the fact that you're 18 when you turn a man, or was it Marvel?
It's going to be both. It's going to be a combination.
Yeah. Oh man.
So yeah. Not much to say.
Yeah. Anyways,
we've blasted our whole load.
Yeah, it's a good 40 minutes we got here.
There's something I wanted
I guarantee you the next podcast is just going to be really slow, really tiring.
But now, I do need to bring one thing up. Now we have to wait for DC to punch back.
Well, they did last week. I'm not sure.
Yeah, and they just released. I saw one post about it that made the Batman v Superman trailer might be coming with Hobbit 3.
No, I think that got that was with IMAX. I think something with IMAX. IMAX had something to say about it, and then IMAX tweeted back saying, "Sorry, that's not happening."
Oh yeah. Oh, wait, it's not happening. Oh, I thought it was coming with Hobbit.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. It was going to come in front of Hobbit, and then IMAX or something tweeted out saying,
it's definitely coming in front of Hobbit now. No chance it isn't.
I don't know.
I could imagine they just released the trailer we got at Comic-Con. It is a teaser trailer. It's 20 seconds long, so maybe just release that in HD. We've all seen it anyway, so yeah, it's not. It's like the Avengers.
Don't even try and ask for it. You're not getting it.
Yeah.
But who knows?
I
think that's pretty much it for us, though.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching this big, exciting episode of Comics vs. Movies podcast. Make sure you subscribe, like and comment on this video. Thanks for watching. We're gonna have a lot more content. Sorry, we're kind of late on this. Our last podcast, we had some technical difficulties. My program was not working. Whatever. You guys want to say bye?
Have a good day. Bye. Have a good time.
Goodbye, everyone, and may the force be with you.
Hell yeah.